When did you have to literally break down a door to save your elderly dog? I arrived 40 minutes early to pick up my 14-year-old Mastiff Arvin from the groomer, and through the window I saw the groomer pressing towels against his massive head while he stood there with his tail between his legs looking confused and hurt. She lunged for the door when she saw me and locked it before I could grab the handle, and then smiled through the glass like nothing was wrong. You're early. Pickup isn't until 5, so Arvin isn't ready yet. You'll need to come back later. Behind her, my 180-pound gentle giant was swaying on legs riddled with arthritis, and I could see red marks on his sweet gray face. Something's wrong with my dog. Unlock this door right now. She glanced back at Arvin, who was trying to walk toward my voice, but his back legs buckled and he slumped sideways into the wall. He's just tired from standing during grooming, but I need the full hour to finish properly, so come back at 5. I watched Arvin's whole body trembling while she actually grabbed a blow dryer and pointed it at his face, even though he was clearly terrified of the noise. That's when Arvin started crying in a way I'd never heard in 14 years, like when he was a tiny puppy having nightmares. The groomer turned the blow dryer higher to drown him out. What did you do to him? I yelled, pounding on the window. She kept blow drying while shouting over both the noise and Arvin's cries. He had a tiny accident because elderly dogs are fragile and he moved when I was trimming, but it happens all the time with senior dogs, and I'll give you 50% off if you let me finish fixing it. I saw her dumping powder all over his head while my sweet boy, who still tried to carry his toys like a puppy, dragged himself toward the door with his front legs because his back ones wouldn't work. You heard him? You're opening this door right now or I'm calling the police. She dropped the powder and wrapped her own hand in gauze right there in front of me while Arvin kept crying. Actually, your dog attacked me and I'm the one calling police because he bit me when I tried to help him and he hurt himself thrashing around. I actually laughed because it was so absurd and told her Arvin hasn't had teeth for 3 years and spent his days sleeping on his orthopedic bed. She looked me dead in the eye while my dog, who was afraid of butterflies, cowered behind her. Gum bites cause more damage than teeth, and your aggressive dog mauled my hand so badly I might lose a finger. And if you don't wait until 5 for my manager to document this attack, then I'll have him put down by animal control today. Other customers were gathering outside, and one man was already on the phone with 911 while Arvin made these soft whimpering sounds like he was asking why I wasn't helping him. My dog has never hurt anything in his entire life, and you know it. She grabbed Arvin's collar and yanked his head up to show me his sad face and said the words that everyone there would remember. This toothless piece of crap deserved it for not standing still, and I hope he dies before 5 so I don't have to deal with you idiots anymore. I kicked the glass door so hard it exploded inward, and she screamed about assault while I ran to Arvin, who could barely keep his eyes open and was breathing in little gasps. I carried all 180 pounds of him like when he was a puppy while she shrieked about pressing charges, but one customer yelled back that they had her confession on video and she went completely silent. The emergency vet said Arvin was going into shock and needed immediate help, and when they examined him properly, they found evidence that someone had been rough with him using grooming tools. Security footage from neighboring businesses showed that she'd been consistently targeting elderly dogs because she thought owners would assume any problems were just from old age. She was right until Arvin survived to expose her. Arvin needed special care and lots of recovery time, but lived another 8 months, which he spent gently carrying his favorite stuffed duck around the house.